Hello, everyone. Welcome to today's podcast, where we talk about ideas that can help you improve your English and your life. I'm so happy you're here with me. Today, we're going to talk about an interesting topic: why you shouldn't tell your plans. Have you ever told someone about a big goal and then you felt like you lost the energy to do it? Don't worry, you're not alone. Let's explore why keeping your plans private can actually help you succeed. Chapter 1: Why do we share our plans? Have you ever had a big goal or a dream that made you feel excited? Maybe you wanted to learn English fluently, start a business, or travel to a new country. It's natural to feel proud of your dreams, and it's normal to want to share them with others. When we think about our goals, we imagine how amazing it will feel to achieve them. This excitement often makes us want to talk about our plans. Imagine this. You decide that you want to practice English every day for 1 hour. You feel motivated, and you believe you can do it. You meet a friend or a family member and tell them, "I'm going to study English every day from now on." The person smiles and says, "Wow, that's a great idea." You're so motivated. You feel happy and proud because someone appreciated your plan. It feels good, doesn't it? This feeling of pride and excitement is one reason why people share their plans. Talking about our goals can make us feel like we are already on the way to success. It's as if we have taken the first step just by telling someone. Sharing also gives us a sense of connection. When we share our dreams with others, we hope they will support us and cheer us on. We want to feel that we are not alone in our journey. But there's more to this. Sometimes, people share their plans because they are looking for motivation. For example, you might say, "If I tell others that I will study English every day, they will remind me to stay focused." This idea sounds good, but it doesn't always work. Telling others might not make you more motivated. In fact, it can sometimes have the opposite effect. Another reason people share their plans is that they want approval. When we share a goal, we are often looking for a positive reaction. We want someone to say, "That's amazing. You can do it." This kind of approval feels nice and gives us confidence. However, there's a small problem with this. When we get too much approval just for talking about our plans, we might lose the energy to take action. We might start to feel like we've already achieved something, even though we haven't started yet. Think about it this way. Sharing your goals can feel like eating a dessert before dinner. It tastes good in the moment, but it might ruin your appetite for the main meal. The same thing happens with your motivation. When you share your plans, you enjoy the moment of praise, but you might lose the energy to work hard. So, why do we share our plans? It's because we want to feel good, connected, and supported. We want people to cheer for us and believe in us. But as we'll learn in the next chapter, sharing your plans too early might not always be the best idea. Sometimes, it's better to keep your goals private and let your actions speak for themselves. Chapter 2: How sharing your plans can hurt you. Now that we know why people share their plans, let's talk about how this habit can sometimes hurt you. At first, it might feel like a good idea to tell others about your goals. You feel excited, and you want to share that excitement. But sometimes, sharing your plans can actually stop you from reaching them. It sounds strange, doesn't it? Let me explain why this happens. Imagine you decide to learn English and tell your friend, "I'm going to study English every day for 3 months." Your friend might say, "That's amazing. You're so motivated. I'm proud of you." Their words make you feel good, and you feel even more confident about your goal. But here's the problem. That praise gives you a feeling of satisfaction, like you've already achieved something, even though you haven't done anything yet. Your brain feels rewarded, but the real work hasn't even started. This is one reason why sharing your plans can hurt you. When you talk about your goal, your brain thinks, "I'm already successful." That feeling can make you lose the energy to take action. Instead of starting to study English, you might delay it because you already feel good just from talking about it. You feel like you've accomplished something, but in reality, you're still at the starting line. Another problem with sharing your plans is that not everyone will support you. Imagine you tell someone about your goal, but instead of encouraging you, they say, "That's too hard. Are you sure you can do it?" Or they might say, "You always make plans, but you never finish them." Hearing these negative comments can hurt your confidence. You might start to doubt yourself, and that doubt can make it harder to stay focused on your goal. Sometimes, people even judge your plans because they don't understand them. For example, if you tell someone, "I'm going to learn English so I can work in another country," they might not see the value of your dream. They might say, "Why do you need to do that? Isn't it better to stay here?" These kinds of comments can make you feel like your goal isn't important, even though it is. Sharing your plans can also add pressure. When you tell others about your goal, you might feel like they're watching you and waiting to see if you succeed or fail. This pressure can make you nervous. Instead of focusing on your goal, you start to worry about what others will think. If you face challenges or don't make progress as quickly as you hoped, you might feel embarrassed or frustrated. There's one more thing to consider. When you share your plans, you open the door for distractions. People might give you advice that doesn't match your goal, or they might try to change your plan. For example, if you say, "I'm going to study English every morning," someone might suggest, "Why don't you try studying at night instead?" While their advice might be helpful, it can also confuse you and make it harder to stay focused on your original plan. In the end, sharing your plans can create obstacles you didn't expect. It can give you false satisfaction, open the door to negative comments, add pressure, and create distractions. That's why it's often better to keep your goals private. When you protect your plans, you protect your focus, energy, and confidence. And as we'll discuss in the next chapter, there are smarter ways to stay motivated and achieve your goals without sharing them too soon. Chapter 3: What to do instead. Now that we've talked about why sharing your plans can sometimes hurt you, let's explore what you can do instead. Keeping your goals private doesn't mean you have to hide everything. It means you are protecting your energy and focus so that you can work on your dreams without distractions. In this chapter, I will give you ideas on how to stay motivated and succeed without telling everyone about your plans. First, let's talk about working quietly. Imagine you have a goal to study English every day. Instead of announcing it to everyone, just start doing it. Wake up, open your book, or listen to an English podcast. You don't need to tell anyone, you just need to take action. When you work quietly, you keep all your energy focused on the goal. You don't waste time worrying about what other people think. You can move forward step by step without any distractions. When you keep your plans private, something interesting happens. People will start to notice your progress without you saying a word. For example, if you practice speaking English every day, one day your friends or coworkers might say, "Wow, your English sounds so much better." This kind of recognition feels more rewarding because it's based on what you've done, not just what you've said you will do. Another helpful thing to do is write your goals down. Instead of telling people your plans, write them in a notebook or on your phone. For example, you can write, "I will study English for 30 minutes every day." Writing your goal helps you organize your thoughts and focus on what's important. Every time you look at your goal, it reminds you to keep going. You don't need other people to motivate you. You are motivating yourself. It's also a good idea to track your progress. Let's say you decide to read one English article every day. You can create a calendar and mark each day you complete your goal. Watching your progress grow will make you feel proud and encourage you to keep going. This is a private way to stay motivated without needing approval from others. Sometimes it's okay to share your success, but only after you've achieved something. For example, if you've been studying English every day for a month, you can share your progress with a close friend or family member. You might say, "I've been practicing English for 30 days and I feel more confident now." Sharing your success after you've worked hard feels much better than sharing your plans before you've started. Another way to stay motivated is to find a quiet support system. You don't need to tell everyone about your goals, but you can share them with one or two people you trust. For example, you might tell a close friend or a teacher, "I'm trying to improve my English, and I would appreciate your support." Choose people who will encourage you and help you stay focused. Lastly, remind yourself that actions speak louder than words. When you achieve your goal, your success will show. People will see your progress and admire your hard work. You don't need to tell them what you're going to do. They will see the results for themselves. This is the most powerful way to prove that you are serious about your dreams. In the end, you don't need to announce your plans to the world to feel motivated. Instead, focus on taking small, consistent steps toward your goal. Keep your energy and attention on the work, not on other people's opinions. When you achieve success, you'll feel even prouder because you did it for yourself, not for anyone else. Protect your dreams, stay focused, and let your success speak for you. And that's it for today's podcast. I hope you enjoyed learning about why you shouldn't tell your plans and how to stay focused on your goals. If you found this helpful, please share this episode with your friends. Don't forget to subscribe to this channel for more English learning tips and interesting topics. Thank you for listening, and I'll see you next time. Remember, stay focused, work hard, and let your success speak for itself.